वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
स्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
स्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
उक्तानुक्तादुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्रागुः वार्तिकज्ञामनीषिणः।
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्राहुः वार्तिकज्ञामनीषिणः।
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि आदेशा आगमस्तथा
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि आदेशा आगमस्तथा
धातुपाठो गणपाठ उपदेशाः प्रकीर्तिताः।
धातुपाठो गणपाठा उपदेशाः प्रकीर्तिताः।
प्रत्ययः
प्रत्ययः
परश्च
परश्च
आद्युदात्तश्च
आद्युदात्तश्च
अनुदातौ सुप्पितौ
उदात्तौ सुप्तौ
गुप्तिज्ञिद्भ्यः सन्
गुप्तिजिह्वदिभ्यः सन्
मान् बदधांशान्भ्यो दीर्घश्चाभ्यासस्य
मान् भददांशान्भ्यो दीर्घश्चाभ्यासस्य
धातोः कर्मणः समानकर्तृकादिच्छायां वा
धातोः कर्मणः समानकर्तृकादिचायां वा
सुप आत्मनख्यच
सोप आत्मनः च
काम्यच्च
काम्यच्च
उपमानादाचारे
प्रमाणादाचारे
अधिकरणाचेति वक्तव्यम्।
अधिकरणाचेति वक्तव्यम्।
कर्तुक्यं सलोपश्च
कर्तुः किं स्वलोपश्च
सर्वप्रातिपदिकेभ्यः ह्वित्वा वक्तव्यः
सर्वप्रातिपद्येभ्यः क्विबा वक्तव्यः
वृषादिभ्यो भुव्यच्वेर्लोपश्च हलः
बृहद्भ्यो भुव्यच्युर्लोपश्च हलः
लोहितादिडाज्भ्यक्यश
लोहिताडाज्भ्यः क्यश
कष्टाय कर्मणे
कष्टाय क्रमणे
कर्मणो रोमन्थतपोभ्यां वर्तिचरोः
कर्मणो रोमन्थतपोभ्यां वर्तिचरोः
बाष्पोष्मभ्यामुद्वमने
बाष्पोष्मभ्याम् उद्वमने
शब्दवैरकलहाभ्रकण्डमेघेभ्यः करणे
शब्दवैरकलहावृकम्भमेघेभ्यः करणे
सुखादिभ्यः कर्तृवेदनायाम्
सुखाद्भ्यः कर्तृवेदनायाम्
नमो वरिवश्चित्रहक्य च
नमो वरिवश्चित्रज्ञः च
पुच्छभाण्डचीवराण्णिङ्
च भाण्डचीवराङ्गिम्
मुण्डमिश्रश्लक्ष्णलवनव्रतवस्त्रालकलकृततुस्तेभ्यो णिच
मुण्डमिश्रश्लक्ष्मणलवनव्रतवस्त्रहलकालकृततोस्तेभ्यो च
धातोरेकाचो हलादे ह्रियाः समविहारेयम्
धातोरेकाचोहलादेः क्रियासमभिहारेयम्
नित्यं कौटिल्ये गतौ
नित्यं कौटिल्ये गतौ
लुपसदचरजपदबदगदशगुरुभ्यो भावगर्गायाम्
उपसदचरजपजपदः दशघ्रेभ्यो भावगर्हायाम्
सत्यापपाशरूपवीणातुलशोकसेनालोमत्पशवर्मवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो निच
सत्यापपाशरूपवीणातुलिश्लोकसेना लोमत्वाच वर्मवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो च
हेतुमति च
हेतुमति च
खण्ड्वादिभ्यो यक्
खण्ड्वादिभ्यो यक्
गुपुधूपविच्छिपनिपनिभ्य आयः
गुपोधूपविचपणिपनिभ्य आयः
ऋतेरियङ्
ऋतेरीयं
कमेर्निङ्
कमेर्णिं
आयादय आर्धधातुके वा
आयादय आर्धधातुकेव
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
स्नाद्यन्ताधातवः
स्यतासीर्लुटोः
स्यतासीलुटोः
सिब्बगुलं लेटि
सिबलं लेटि
कास् प्रत्ययादाममन्त्रे लिटि
कास् प्रत्ययादाममन्त्रे लिटि
इजादेश्च गुरुमतो नृक्षः
जादेश्च गुरुमतो नृच्छः
दयायासश्च
अयायासश्च
उषविदजागृभ्योऽन्यतरस्याम्
उषविदजाग्रभ्यो न्यतरस्याम्
बीह्री बृहुवां श्लवच्च
बीह्वृभ्रैर्हुवां श्लोवच
क्रञ्चानुप्रयुज्यते लिटि
कृञ्चानुप्रयुज्यते लिटि
विदां कुर्वन्त्वित्यन्यतरस्याम्
विदां कुर्वन्त्वित्यन्यत्रस्याम्
अभ्युत्सादयां प्रजनयां चिकयां रमयामकः पावयां क्रियाद्विदामकृण्निति छन्दसि
अभ्युत्सादयं प्रजनयं चिकयं रमयामकः पावयां क्रियाद्विदमक्रनिच्छन्दसि
श्लीलुङि
श्लेऽङि
श्लेघेऽस्य च
श्लेःसि च
शलैकुपदादनिटक्सः
शलैकुपदानिटाक्सः
श्लिश आलिङ्गने
श्लिष आलिङ्गने
नदृशः
दृशः
निश्रीदृसृभ्यः कर्तरी छङ्
निःश्रीदृस्तृभ्यः कर्तरिच्छं
विभाषाद्धेष्व्योः
विभाषाद्धेष्व्योः
गुपेश्छन्दसि
उपेश्छन्दसि
दोनयति द्वनयत्यर्ध दोनयति द्वनयत्येलयत्यर्धयत्यभ्यः
नो नयति ध्वनयत्येलयत्यस् नो नयति ध्वनयत्येलयत्यर्धयतिभ्यः
अस्यति वक्तिख्यादिभ्योऽङ्
अस्यति वक्तिख्यादिभ्यो
लिपिस्सिचिह्वश्च
लिपिसिचिह्वश्च
आत्मनेपदेष्वन्यतरस्याम्
आत्मनेपदेषु
पुषादिदितादनुदितः परस्मैपदेषु
षादिद्वितादिलृदितः परस्मैपदेषु
सर्तिशास्त्यर्थिभ्यश्च
अर्तिशास्त्यर्थिभ्यश्च
निरितो वा
विरितो वा
जृस्तम्भ मृचु मृचु गृचु ग्लुचु ग्लुञ्चुष्विभ्यश्च
चिरैस्तम्भो मूर्च्छो म्लुच्छो गृच्छो ग्लुच्छो ग्लुञ्चो श्वीभ्यश्च
कृमृद्रऋगिभ्यश्छन्दसि
क्रेमृद्रोहिभ्यश्छन्दसि
चिन्ते पदः
चिण्टे पदः
दीपजनबुधपूरिताहिप्याहिभ्योऽन्यतरस्याम्
दीपजनबुधपूरितायिप्यायिभ्योऽन्यतरस्याम्
अचकर्मकर्तरी
चकर्मकर्तरि
दुहश्च
भश्च
न रुदः
मरुतः
तपोनुतापे च
पोन्तापे च
चिन्भावकर्मणोः
भावकर्मणोः
सार्वधातुके यक्
सार्वधातुके यक्
कर्तरी शप्
कर्तरि शप
दिवादिभ्यश्यन्
दिवाद्भ्यश्यन्
बाभ्राशब्लाशभ्रमुक्रमुक्लमूत्रसि त्रुटिलशः
ब्राशब्लाशब्रमुक्रमुक्लमो त्रासि त्रुटिलाशः
यशोनुपसर्गात्
यशोनुपसर्गात्
संयसश्च
यशश्च
स्वादिभ्यश्नुः
सादिभ्यश्नुः
श्रुवश्रुच
श्रुवश्रच
अक्षोण्यतरस्याम्
क्षोण्यतरस्याम्
तनूकर्णे तक्षः
गोकर्णे तक्षः
तुदादिभ्यश्यः
ताद्भ्यश्यः
वृथादिभ्यश्नम्
तदाद्भ्यश्नम्
तनादिकृङ्भ्यः उः
तनादिकृन्भ्यः उः
धिन्विकृण्भ्योरच
धींविकृन्भ्योरच
क्रयादिभ्यश्ना
क्रयाद्भ्यश्ना
स्तम्भुस्तुम्भुस्कम्भुस्कुम्भुस्कुम्भ्यश्नुश्च
स्तम्भुस्तुम्भुस्कम्भुस्कुम्भुस्कुम्भ्यश्नुश्च
हलश्नश्चानज्जौ
लश्नश्चानजाौ
छन्दसि शाय जपि
छन्दसि शाय जपि
व्यत्ययो बहुलम्
व्यत्ययो बहुलम्
लिङ्या शिष्यम्
लिङ्गाशीर्षम्
कर्मवत् कर्मणा तुल्यक्रियः
कर्मवत्कर्मणा तुल्यक्रियः
तपस्तपः कर्मकस्यैव
तपस्तपः कर्मकस्यैव
न दुःस्नो नमां यक्षिणौ
न दुःस्नु नमां यक्षिणौ
गृह्यरञ्जोः प्राचांस्यन् परस्मै पदं च
क्षीरञ्जुः प्रचांस्यं परस्मैपदं च
धातोः
धातोः
तत्रोपपदं सप्तमीस्तम्
तत्रोपपदं सप्तमीस्थम्
कृदतिङ्
Pridatiṃ
Vasarupo Striyam.
Vasarupo Striyam.
Very good. These sutras we will do next class. Anyway, chanted the same thing. Now, last class we saw Sarvadhatuke Yak. Kartari
Yes.
Sarvadhatuke Pratyaya Pare Yak Bhavati Dhatoho. Yak is Vikrana Pratyaya. Adhudhatuka Natu Baladi. Therefore, no Itagama. Kitvat Angakarya is Nisheda. All those things we saw. Then the next sutra is Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi Tadadi Pratyaya Angam Angasya Iko Guna Vriddhi Niticha Sarvadhatuka Adhudhatuka Yoho Pugantalago Padasya Mrjer Vidhi Achon Vidhi Atopadayaha Tadesha Chamadehe Kiticha. All these sutras, which we are going to see. First, we will see in this format. After that, now, this is a definition of Anga 1.4.13. Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi. Maybe next class or after that, I will put it in our format. Padachedaha, Sutrartha, all those things. Now, this section you can see 1.4.13. 1.4.13 is 1.4.14 before. 1.4.14 is Padam, something Antam Padam. Just before that sutra, the sutra is there. First chapter, 4th section, 13th sutra. Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi Tadadi Pratyaya Angam. Iti Anga, definition of Anga. It's complete definition. What is Anga? Yasmat Pratyaya Vidhi. Yasmat means after which. After what? After a Pradipadikam or a Dhatu, right?
Yes.
Pratyaya Vidiyate, Vidiyate, iti Pratyaya. That which is ordained is called Pratyaya. Pratyaya, where it will come? Pratyaya Parasya after the Pradipadikam or Dhatu, right?
Yes.
So Yasmat is Panchami. Pratyaya Vidiyate, Pratyaya Vidihi. Then Tadadi Pratyaya Angam. Tadadi is starting from the very first letter of the Shabda. The Shabda could be that is a Prakriti, could be a Pratipadikam or a Dhatu. Starting from that till the first letter of the following Pratyaya. The whole thing constitutes Angam. So Anga is a definition given with regard to the Pratyaya. Or in simple words, we can say that which precedes a Pratyaya is called Angam. So Pratyaya is there means Angam will be there. Anga will be there. Like we have a lot of examples. So these pratyayas are there. Su, Auja, Sammauchas, right? For example, Rama Shabda, if you take Rama plus Su, what is Rama?
Rama
Rama
is
is the
Anga.
Anga. So Pratipadikam also enjoys a Sanya. Anga. Why? Because pratyaya follows, right?
Yes.
Therefore, so how it is defined here, pratyaya is, the Anga is, for example, I'm just writing here, you can see. Rama plus Su. Just I will write and then for your understanding. Rama plus Su. Rama is the pratyaya. Su is the pratyaya. Sorry, Rama is the Anga, Su is the pratyaya. So pratyaya, this vidiyate kasmat pradipadigat. Tadadi is that from the very beginning. What is the beginning? Repa.
Rep.
Repa plus akara plus makara. Makara plus akara. Then after that, Su pratyaya is there. So pratyaya is Saptami Bhakya. So for before the first letter of the pratyaya, Sakara plus U, for example, you can write like that. This is the beginning of the pratyaya. So starting from here up to just before the beginning of the pratyaya, Sakara is the beginning. The whole thing constitutes Anga. That's what Anga is. Then Repa plus A, Makara plus A, that is Rama. That's what we say Rama is the Anga. Understand?
Yes.
Yasmat Pratyaya Vidihi, Pratyaya is ordained after which Tadadi referring to that Yasmat and Tadadi. Tadadi is Shabdasya Adihi, Arabhya, just before the Pratyaya. Pratyaya Purvam. What is that before the Pratyaya? That is before the first letter of the Pratyaya, whatever is there. So everything that is up to Rama is Makara plus A. So up to that it is Anga. Understand?
Yes.
So just before the first letter of the Pratyaya. Suppose we have just is Jakara is ith letter, we know. As. So before A, what is there? A here. So whole thing is a Pratyaya. The whole thing is the Anga. So that is what definition is. As is a Pratyaya, starting from first letter of the Pratipadikam up to the first letter of the Pratyaya. It means before the Pratyaya, first letter should not be included. Just before the first letter of the Pratyaya, that is last letter of the Pratipadikam in this context. So Repa plus Akara plus Makara plus Akara, this is the Anga. It's the same case for Dhatu, what happens? Bu plus Tip. So Bu is the Bakara plus U, right? That is the Bakara plus U is the Anga, starting from Bakara up to before the first letter of the Pratyaya, which is U, right? Anga.
Yes.
But we have a rule. Sarvadhattuke Pratyaya pare Dhatoho. Sarvadhattuke Pratyaya pare Shap will come, right? Shap comes now. Now what happens? Starting from the very first letter of the Pratyaya, first letter of the Anga, which is Bakara, right? Up to the letter before the Pratyaya, before the first letter of the Pratyaya. First letter of the Pratyaya is Takara. Here. Before what is there? Pakara is. Sorry. Before what is there? Pakara is. The whole thing is Anga. That's why we say for Shab, Bu is the Anga, and Bu plus Shab is the Anga for Tib.
Tip.
Understand?
Yes.
So that is what it is. Anga is. This is the definition of the Anga. So understand? So starting from, so now you may ask, suppose if Upasarga is done, the Upasarga is not Anga. Please note.
Mm.
Upasarga is not the Anga. So suppose Upasarga and all it is there, then that won't
Because
become.
Upasaga is not younger because what comes next is not a pratyaya.
It comes before here, Upasarga. For example, some Upasarga. Some that is not considered to be, because Pratyaya is ordained for Dhatu, not for Upasarga, right?
Yes.
So therefore Upasarga and all should not be considered to be a part of the Anga. Understand?
Yes.
So so from the very first letter of the Dhatu, only we have to consider, because Pratyaya is ordained for the Dhatu. Okay.
Yes.
So Adi Varna. What is Adi Varna? Tadadi. Tadadi is first. Adi Varna of the Dhatu. Okay.
Yes.
Then to the first letter, to the letter before the first letter of the Pratyaya. So whatever it is there, that is what the Anga is. Okay. Okay, then This is that is why if you see in the case of lang lakara, for example, what happens? Lang lakara, dhatu, bu dhatu, or lang lakara. What is the lang lakara rupam of bu dhatu? Bu plus takara, right? Then bu gets bu plus sha plus takara. Then bu dhatu, what it gets? Agama, attagama, right?
Yes.
If suppose some upasarga is there, the attagama doesn't come for the upasarga. Attagama comes for the dhatu only. Some will be always before. Upasarga always will be before. Attagama is for the dhatu. So therefore, at plus bu, abu, whatever it is, that is the, you have to take is anga for shap, and shap, the whole thing is anga for takara. That is why at plus bu is, that is abu, bu plus shap, bu will become bo plus a is bava. Therefore, we get abhavat. After that, we add some. Therefore, we say samabhavat. Understand?
Yes.
Samabhavat. So, attagama comes for the dhatu, not for the upasarga. So, upasarga, therefore, shows upasarga is not the anga. So, we have to. Why? There's a reason. Attagama is ordained by what sutram? You see the sutra. Attagama, Ratagama, it is ordained by the sutra, which is in the anga section. If you see anga section 6.4, which is 6.471, I think. 6th chapter, 4th section. That also I will show you. That is the next sutra, in fact. You have to see. 6th chapter, 4th section, the very first sutra is Angasya. Angadhikara starts. 6th chapter, 4th section. What is the first sutra?
Angasya.
Angasya. It means starting from here up to 7th chapter, 4th section, last sutra, 97th sutra. That is Anga section. 5 sections are there. Now, this Attagama ordained for the Lang Lakara. You see, the sutram is (6.471). What is the sutram? Do you see the sutram? Lang lung
Yes.
lung lang lingshu at udataha. Art ajadina. For ajadi dhatu, atagama will come. This is art. And for lung lakara, lingshu, at udataha, you have to split a sandhi. Lingshu, then at sandhi. At udataha, attagama is here. Understand?
Yes.
You have to split that to understand. Lung lakara, lingshu, at udataha. The sutra is 6.471. Which section? Angasya. This is under the Angasya. So Anga will get Attagama. Anga will get Attagama. Therefore, where the Attagama will come for Bu Dhatu, for example, Lang Lakara, if you do Bu plus Lang Lakara form, if you do, where the Attagama will come?
Before.
Attagama will come for, one more step I'm writing, Sam plus Bu plus Takara, the Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Pratyaya. Suppose if you do one, that is Pratama Purusha Ekavachana, Sam plus Bu plus Takara. Now, Attagama comes for, because this sutra is where Angasya Adhikara, therefore Attagama will come for the Dhatu only, not for the Upasarga. It will not come here. The sutra is there for the Anga. Let lang lingshu at udataha. Ajadina. And also you can please see Dhatoho coming as Anuvritti. not upasarga. You can see here. Dhatoho, the word is not there, but I think we have to understand. Dhatoho. Let langal rung lingshu at udataha. Ajadina means what? Ajadi dhatus. Ajadina means ajadi dhatus. Ajadi dhatu will take atagama. Haladi dhatus will take attagama. So therefore, haladi dhatu means then how we can take upasarga, right? Therefore, we cannot take the upasarga. So attagama will not come for upasarga. Attagama comes for the anga, and this is angasya section. Okay, so therefore, attagama, which is ordained by the sutra 6471, lung lang lung shu at udataha. Attagama being a titagama, it comes at the beginning. Beginning of what? Beginning of the dhatu.
Yeah.
Therefore, not upasarga. Right? So therefore, upasarga is not the anga. Understand?
Yes.
So this is just to give you an idea. Upasarga should not be considered to be a anga. That is why, otherwise what will happen? Before upasarga, attagama will come. That is anishta rupa. We don't get asama bhavat. We get sama bhavat, not asama bhavat. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. So please note. Therefore, upasarga is not the part of the anga. Attagama is ordained for the dhatu. And there is no, the sutra doesn't say haladi dhatu. The next sutra says at ajadinam, atagama will come for ajadi. Therefore, we have to understand at agama for haladi dhatu. Okay, haladi dhatu. So therefore, only attagama comes for the dhatu bhu before the first letter of the dhatu, not before the upasarga. And we know upasarga, in fact, can be added to the dhatu after forming the padam. Upasargas are padam. Okay. Bhu
Yes.
plus lang lakara abhavati is a padam. In fact, upasarga should be added later. Some is a padam. See, some is a padam. Bhu dhatu plus lang lakara is abhavat. So this is a padam. This is another padam. So both are padam. Then you can add, you get samabhavat. Okay. You cannot add some to a dhatu which is not a padam. First we have to form a padam. So therefore, this is a padam. Upasarga should be added after forming the padam. Then therefore, attagama will come for what? For the dhatu only. First we have to form abhavat. Bhudhatu plus shap plus takara, for example. Then attagama comes here. Therefore, attagama comes for the dhatu, not for the upasarga. Upasarga being a padam. And this is not a padam. This is going to be formed now. Bhu is not a padam. Bhu plus shap plus taka, the whole thing is a padam. Therefore, attagama is ordained. Ordained for not for the upasarga. It is for the dhatu. Okay. Since attagama is ordained for the dhatu, therefore, first we have to form a kriya padam. After forming the kriya padam, that we can add that to the upasarga. Therefore, sam plus abhavate, samabhavate. This is what proper is. Understand? Samabhavate. Therefore, logic is attagama comes for dhatu. Because attagama comes for the dhatu, therefore, for the pratyaya, now we can say a plus bhu. That is the anga for shap, because shap is a pratyaya. by this definition, Yasmat Pratyaya Vidihi, starting from the first letter up to the letter before the Pratyaya, first letter before the Pratyaya, that is U, Abu, that is Anga for Shap, and for the Pratyaya Takara, starting from the first letter of the Anga, starting from the first letter, beginning letter, which is A, up to the letter before the of the Pratyaya, which is Pakara here. Pakara anyway, ith letter will drop it, that is different. In fact, it is. So up to Akara, these forms the Anga. So therefore, this is a definition, tight definition, what Anga is. Is it clear? So
Yes.
therefore, Anga is that which precedes a Pratyaya. That is a simple definition I give. Anga is that which precedes a Pratyaya. Pratyaya is, could be any Pratyaya. It could be a Supratyaya, or it could be a Ting Pratyaya, or it could be a Krit Pratyaya, or it could be a Tadita Pratyaya, or it could be a Samasanta Pratyaya. It could be anything. Suppose if it is the Krit Pratyaya, Dhatu Bu if you take, for example, Bu plus Ta. Bu plus Ta is Bu plus Ta. What is Yanga? Starting from the very first letter up to the letter before the first letter of the Pratyaya, Akara plus 2, this is Yanga. So here it is, what they are getting, deriving is a Pradipatikam. Bu plus Ta is Bhutha. So Bu is the Anga. Of course, Itagama, suppose if it comes, that's different. But Bu Dhatu, there is no Itagama, it is Anit Dhatu, no Itagama business there. Do you follow?
Yes.
So, so that's what it means. Now the next sutra is in this range. I will put it in our format later. Just understand what is Anga, what Anga is. So
Yes.
that which precedes a Pratyaya is Anga. By saying that, what happens? By saying that, in this case, for example, Bu plus Ta Pratyaya, Bu is the Anga which precedes the Pratyaya. Very good. Bu plus Tip, Bu is the Anga with regard to Tip. Now, after that, Sarvadhatake, Tartari Sarvadhatake Shap. Then Pratyaha Parascha, by that sutra, the Pratyaya Shap comes immediately after the Pratyaha Parascha Dhatoho Paraha Bhavati. That is why Pratyaya Shap comes after the Dhatu, not after the Pratyaya. Now Pratyaya follows, therefore the same definition, that is Tada Yasmat Pratyavadi Tadari Pratyayangam, by that Bu becomes Anga for Shap and Bu plus Shap becomes Anga for Tip. In this example, the Pratyaya follows, therefore Bu is the Anga. In this example, Pratyaya follows, Bu is the Anga, but because of Tip Pratyaya, one more Pratyaya comes and Pratyaya comes after the Dhatu. Therefore, with regard to that Pratyaya, Dhatu becomes the Anga, and with regard to Tip Pratyaya, Dhatu plus Shap becomes Anga. This definition makes it very perfectly, that makes the Anga what it is. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is what Anga is. And the Sutra Attagama comes for Ahladi, that says that comes for the Dhatu, not for the Upasarga. Therefore, because it is an Angasya section, therefore this is considered to be Anga. Some is not an Anga. Very clear. Now the next is Sutra is, I'll put it in our format later. Okay.
Yes.
Now this is 1413. 1414 is Suptingantam Padam. Now the next sutra is Angasya. Angasya is very important Adhikara Sutra. As I told, it starts from 641 up to 74 end. All the Anga related karyas you will find in this section, 5 sections, starting from Angasya. All the Anga karyas you will see here. Okay, Anga related, all the karyas, regard to the Pratyaya following, we'll see here, Angasya. So Angasya is not, it's an Adhikara Sutra, there is nothing to discuss because Adhikara Sutra itself doesn't have any meaning. Adhikara Sutra tells the scope of that Adhikara, up to what Sutra it is. To other Sutra, Adhikara is understood. Adhikara goes as Anuvritti. Anuvritti, or it is understood like in the Samgitayam, Visa Samgitayam Adhikara. Samgitayam Shashti Bhakti. Angasya, sorry, Samgitayam Saptami Bhakti. Angasya Shashti Bhakti. So starting from the Sutra 641 till the last Sutra of the 7th chapter, 4th section, Angasya, the word has to be brought in. Angasya iti Adhyaharaha, Kartavyaha. Adhyaharaha means the word Anga to be understood in each and every Sutra. So otherwise we can say whatever is is going to be said in this section, it is all related to Anga. It is all related to the Anga. Then what is Anga? Yasmat pratyaya vidhi tadadi pratyayangam Anga already defined. So starting from year 641, that is next sutra onwards, 642 onwards, up to 74 end, whatever is the karyas are said, those karyas will happen for the Anga. Angasya Shakti Bhakti also. So it will happen for the Anga. Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense? Okay. Next sutra is on the list. Eko Guna Vriddhi. This is another important sutra, first chapter, first section, third sutra, in fact, it is. First chapter, first section, third sutra. First chapter, first section, third sutra. Okay.
Yes.
This is a Paribhasha Sutra. What is Guna? Guna you have to define. Guna, we know what is Guna.
Adgunaha.
Ad Gunaha. Ad Gunaha. Ad Gunaha meaning?
The vowels begin
A,
with
E,
A,
O.
A, E, O are guna.
A, E, O. The three letters.
Yes.
Then Gunaha. A, E, O. Guna. That are Guna letters. Vriddhi is Vriddhi Radej, the first sutra. So therefore, 111 is Vriddhi Radej. 112 is Guna. So these two Guna, these two Sanyas. Vriddhi is one Sanya, Guna is another Sanya. Why Guna Vriddhi? This is Pratama Vibhakti, Dvivachanam. Arihi, Hari. Okay. Vriddhi means
Yes.
Vriddhi Radej. Guna is Aren Gunaha. These are the first two sutras. This is the third sutra. Eko Guna Vriddhi is third sutra of the very first section.
Yes.
So in this sutra, Eko Guna Vriddhi is the Vibhakti is Pratama Vibhakti, like it's like Hari Shabda. Arihi, Hari, you have to take. Now, what does it mean? Ikaha means, what is Ikaha?
The ik pratyaya.
Ik letter. So
I,
it means,
U.
yeah, I, U, R, L.
Yes.
So the sutra says, Vriddhihi syat, Vriddhihi bhavati, Gunaha bhavati iti, Gunavriddhi shabdayam. When a word, Guna and Vriddhi is heard in a sutram, right? By that, Guna or Vriddhi is ordained. Then that Guna Vriddhi will come in the place of ik letter alone. See, Gunadesha comes. Gunadesha comes, where the Guna will come? Guna Adesha will come only in the place of ik letter. Similarly, Vriddhi Adesha will come. Where it will come? It will come in the place of ik letter. So
Yes.
wherever in the sutra pata, the word guna and vriddhi is ordained as adesha, right? Gunar Vriddhi is Adesha by the explicit use of words Guna and Vriddhi. Guna and Vriddhi is ordained by mentioning explicitly the words Guna and Vriddhi that will come as Adesha in the place of Ik. Even though the word Ik is not mentioned, but Ik is to be understood. That's what it means.
Yes.
Okay, it will come in the place of Ik alone. Ik, the word need not be there in the sutra. I will show you. Next example, we will see. So, Ik letter need not be there. When a guna or vriddhi is ordained, that will happen in the place of the Ik letter alone. I will show this the sutra pata if you see, for example. In fact, the next sutra is going to come that. Now, in this sutra, Sutra Pata 7384. That's the next sutra we are going to see. 7th chapter, 3rd section. Now, you please see the sutra. 7th chapter, 3rd section, 84th sutra. Sarvadhatika Ardhadhatika Yogo. You see, right?
Yes.
Meaning, when a Sarvadhatika or Ardhadhatika Pratyaya follows, it's a Saptami Vibhakti Dvivachanam. When a Sarvadhatika or Ardhadhatika Pratyaya follows what? What section we are in now? Anga. Follows the Anga. Then
Yes.
Anga, now Gunaha coming as Anuvritti for this sutra. Gunaha is 1-1. When Anga is followed by Angasya Shashti Bhakti, that is a Stani. When Anga is followed by Savadhatuka Ardhatuka Pratyaya, Anga will get Gunadesha. It means, which letter of the Anga? The Ik letter of the Anga. Igantasya Angasya. We have to bring in Ik letter. That is what the Paribhasha Iko Guna Vriddhi says. Here, the Guna is ordained as Adesha, therefore it will come in the place of Ik letter. When Anga, when Stani is not mentioned, we have to bring this. Don't bring in the case of Sandhi, Ad Gunaha. No, because there Anga is, there Stani is clearly mentioned. So here Angasya Savadhatika Yogo Gunaha. That is what Anuvritti is. So Anga ending with Ik letter, the Ik letter will get Gunadesha. By the word Guna, the Ik letter is understood. But that Ik letter not in the case of Sandhi, Ad Gunaha. Why? Please understand this thoroughly. In the case of Sandhi, Sandhi also we have the word Ad Gunaha, Guna Sandhi. Right? Sutra is Ad Gunaha. That we have seen already. There if you see, 6.1 section 87. There, what happens? Ad Guna. Here also Guna is there. Do you mean to say here also the Guna Adesha will come in the place of Ik letter? No. What is Guna Sandhi? What is Guna Sandhi? Avarna followed by Ik letter, that both will be replaced by a Guna letter, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? Like
Yes.
Rama plus Ishvara, A plus E. What Sandhi?
Yeah.
Guna Sandhi.
Rami.
Now, what happens here? A plus E, both Rama, that is Rama, the word ending with Akara, and Ishvara, the word ending with E. The A plus E, both are replaced by the Guna letter. Here we don't bring the Ik letter here. Why? Because here the Adhigara, Ekaha, Purva Parayogo, that is very clearly given. In the place of both the preceding and succeeding, that is Akara and Ikara, Guna letter will come as Adesha. That is why here it is not applicable. Don't bring in Ik letter here, otherwise you will have problem.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Not in the case of Gunas here, because Ekaha Purva Parayoga is very clearly Adhikara Sutram is there. Paribhasha to be applied when there is Stani is not clear. Please see. Vriddhi syat, gunaha syat, iti Gunavriddhi samshabdhaya, whenever the word Gunavriddhi is heard in the sutra, mentioned in the sutra, by that Gunavriddhi is ordained. There, tatra ikaha shashtantam padam upasthitam. There we need to understand that ik is as a the ik letter, that ik is, that is stani. Shashtantam padam means ika shashtantam padam means that is stani. it is there to be understood. Tatra ekah sthane bhavatah ityartha. That will come in the place of ik letter alone. Whereas in the case of Sandhi, Purva Parayoga is there, therefore Guna will come in the place of Purva Para. As well, similarly for Vriddhi also, Vriddhi Rechi, Sandhi. But we are not talking about that place where Sthani is clear. Here the Sthani is not clear. When Sthani is not clear, when Guna or Vriddhi is ordained, then it will come in the place of ik letter. In the Sutram where Guna or Vriddhi is Yadesha, by the explicit use of the words Guna and Vriddhi, the word ik is seemed to be present by itself. Please note, this is not in the case of Guna Sandhi, where Ekaha Purva Parayogo, the Sthani is clearly mentioned. Where Sthani is not clearly mentioned, then there we have to understand the ik letter to be present. Kashikakara says, Iyam Paribhasha Iyam Sthani Niyamartha. Aniyame Prasanga Niyamaha Vidiyate. This Paribhasha Sutra is for ascertaining the Sthani. When Sthani is not clear, then this Paribhasha makes it clear. Again, I am saying in the case of Gunasandhi, their Paribhasha is Sthani is very clear. Therefore, the Paribhasha is not applicable. Paribhasha is applicable only when Sthani is not clear. Okay. When Sthani is not clear, only this Paribhasha. Okay, next time I have written very clearly. When Sthani is not clear, then this Paribhasha will apply. Therefore, not in the case of Guna Sandhi. Please note, Guna Sandhi or Vriddhi Sandhi. When the words Guna and Vriddhi are used to ordain Guna and Vriddhi respectively, then alone this Paribhasha will bring in the Sthani, that is ik letter. Ik letter will be the Sthani. Okay.
Yes.
Now, here you see, Sarvadhataka Adadhataka Yoga, the Sutra just now we showed, where ik letter is a Visheshana to the Anga. Therefore, we say Igantasya Angasya Gunadesha Bhavati Sarvadhataka Adadhataka Prattayogo. So this type of bringing the ik letter by Guna and Vriddhi is called ik lakshana Guna Vriddhi. Ik lakshana Guna Vriddhi. Guna and Vriddhi which is brought about by this Paribhasha is called ik lakshana Guna Vriddhi. Already we know, we have seen the penultimate short ik letter. What will happen? It will take Guna. And last ik letter, Iganta letter will take Guna. We have seen, right? Angakarya. That is by this sutra only. It's called ik lakshana Gunaha, ik lakshana Vriddhi. One more sutram, next sutram is there. Mrijer Viddhi. There something is there. I think that is also, I have included here. It comes later. We will see that. But I am not reading it now because it comes Mrijer Viddhi. That I will explain. Yeah, here it is. Mrijer Viddhi. Mrijer Viddhi. That I have written here in this context. And in the next class, I will explain what is that Mrijer Viddhi. Mahabhashyakara on line is adding Vidhi, Mridi, Pugantalagu Pada, then Rich, then Drishi, Kshipra, Kshudreshu, Angena, Ikaha Vishishyate. It means the word is a Vishesha in the context. Okay, let's leave it. This we'll see later. Don't worry about this. This is not required for us now. Then Tadanta Vidhi, that also I have explained already, that we will see. We will see the Sutram 7384. That time, this along Tadanta Vidhi already we have seen. That with the Paribhasha, I will explain again. So this part is not required at this context. We will see. Next sutra is Niticha. Next sutra is Niticha. This sutra is Ikaguna Vriddhi. Next sutra is Niticha. That is, here three letters are there. Please note. One is Gakara, other one is Kakara, other one is Nakara. So we say Giti means Git, Kit, Nit. Gakara or Kakara and Nakara is It. Yasya Saha. That is called Nit. Sandhi happens. Gakara plus Nakara. What will happen? Gakara followed by Kar letter. Therefore, Gakara will become Kakara. Right? And Kakara plus Nakara, Jaro Jari Savarne. Then that also will become Lopaha. Therefore, finally you will get Niti. So Niti stands for Kakara, Gakara, Kakara, Nakara. Three letters. Three letters which are It. When this It letter follows, then Guna Vriddhi will not happen. Gunavidhi nishedaha bhavati. When the pratyaya having gakara as ith letter, kakara as ith letter, nakara as ith letter follows, then ikagastane, the gunavriddhi which is ordained, no, that will not happen. Ikagastane gunavriddhi prapnutaha te na bhavataha. Gunavriddhi which is brought about by iko gunavriddhi, that will not happen when the pratyaya is kit, jit or yit. Understand?
Yes.
Only when the pratyaya is not a git, kit, git, then only ikahastane gunavriddhi adeshaha adeshau bhavataha. Otherwise, only when it is not, then only adesha will happen. Otherwise, no. Okay. I given some example. For example, G plus. That's one pratyaya is a snu. This is a krit pratyaya. Now gakara is ith letter. Because gakara is ith letter, now G ending with E, what happens when a sarvadhatuka or adhadhatuka pratyaya follows? Igantasya gunaha bhavati. The rule is 7384. We are going to see that. Already we know, right?
Yes.
Dhatu ending with ik letter will take guna. Will it happen? No. Why? Because gakara is ith letter. That will prevent guna happening to the ik letter. Therefore, we get G plus nu. Then sakara becomes shaka. That is shatvam, because preceded by E. Therefore, we get Jishnu and then Natvam Jishnu. Jishnu, the word, is derived from Ji Dhatu by adding Snu Pratyaya, Gakara is it. Therefore, Ji not become J. Similarly, for Kit example, Chi plus Ta. Ta Pratyaya is a Kit Pratyaya. Adha Dhatuka Pratyaya follows. Anga ending with the E. Will E get Gunadesha because Adha Dhatuka Pratyaya follows? No, because Adha Dhatuka Pratyaya is Kit Pratyaya. Therefore, Chi will not become Che. He cannot bring in Gunadesha for the equal letter. Therefore, it is only Chita or Chitavat. Understand? We know this.
Yes.
Similarly, Nita. Chi plus Shnu plus Tas. Chi is a fifth conjugation. So Shnu Pratyaya comes. Tas is Pratama Purusha Dvivachanam. It is Pratama Purusha. It is Dvivachana Pratyaya. So Chi is plus Shnu. Chi. Shnu is what Pratyaya? Shnu is Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, but it is not a pit, apit. Apitvat, it will be deemed to be Nit. Therefore,
No.
get. Understand?
Yes.
It's clear, right?
Yes.
But it does, because it is apit, therefore Angakaryam doesn't happen. Angakaryam in the form of bringing Gunadesha to the equilater. With the Anga ending with equilater. Igantasya, Angasya, Gunadesha, Nabhavati, because followed by Sarvadhatuka apit pratyaya, which is considered to be Nit. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I think we'll stop here. We'll see more about this in the next class. Huh? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Understand, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadah.